Yeah.
So it had to have been like mid.
They found Alek like playing guitar, right? Like at school or something.
Not even, man. They found me at a movie theater and they thought I played guitar, so they just asked me. I remember I got a random text saying, "Do you play guitar?" I didn't even know who it was from.
Like at first, like they asked me to play guitar, and I was in another band before they asked me. So I was like, I was dedicated to the other band, and then they found him. And then my old band wasn't really going anywhere, so they hit me up on MySpace like, "Hey, we really need a bassist. Do you mind playing bass for us?" And I was like, "I'll give it a shot." And then I went to one of their practice, and then it came out really like it sounded really awesome. And then later after practice, like, you really want to be in the band? Like, we really want you in this band. And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll leave the other band for this one." So that was like their second bass player. And then we had a drummer that was like not really as dedicated as much, but he was just like doing it for fun. And then we found another one because he was being all flaky. And then our second drummer was being total flake too, wasn't really into it. And then we found another drummer, wasn't really our style, but he was trying to, but it just didn't fit.
Oh yeah.
And then we ended up finding Arnie.
I always forget about him.
Yeah, so do I.
Like, he was literally in the band for like 2 months, and it just like
did not
I
work.
forget.
It just didn't work with him. And then we just found Arnie, and we just stuck with him because he fits our style of music, and he gets really into it. He's real creative in what he does. The first thing was first Fall to Ash before it became Scarlett. Like, they just came up with that one just out of nowhere. And then like they started thinking of a better name for it because it just wasn't really too catchy. And then the whole name with Scarlett is like the guys are hanging out at Logan's house.
They got Eddie's.
They're at Eddie's, and like they were passing through, and, like they were watching TV, flipped the channels. All of a sudden they saw Gone with the Wind, and then Renee's were like, "What do you think of Scarlett?" And then we just all stuck with it because like you have Norma Jean, Gwen Stacy, all these other girl names or girl band names, so just kind of stuck with it. Ari found us through MySpace, like through one of our songs called
Can't Wrestle Swordfish in Tampa.
Can't Wrestle Swordfish in Tampa. And
we're in Tampa. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. What you call it? Our manager Andrew Rush, he found us and messaged us on MySpace and was just talking to us, and he wants to work with us. And when this was going on, I happened to be in California at the time, and the guys hit me up like, "Dude, this guy's talking to us. He says he's an artery. Like, what do we do?" And so we just talking, and like guys weren't really like trusting at the moment. So I ended up talking to a person. He's like, "Dude, I'm in California. I know you're in California. Like, we're at." They were based in Sacramento, and I was down in SoCal. So I ended up taking a trip up there a couple days later, and actually talk with them in person, to hang with them. And we were just talking, and we didn't talk much about the band. We just talked about anything in general, like what does he do, what do you do when you're not working, just anything. And then the next day, he called me up, and he's got us a record deal through Rise. I was like blown away how fast that happened. And then I went back home because they were sending out the contract, and we ended up signing a four album deal with Rise like that fast. And I was just blown away how fast that happened with just him messaging us on MySpace, and a couple days later, boom, we have a record deal. It was just really fast.
I remember just being in my room, like I'm on the computer, and it was like in the afternoon, and Eddie calls me, and he's like, "Hey, like we're talking to Artery," and I'm like, "Dude, why are you gonna do that? That's me, crazy, dude. Like, man. Don't mess with me like that." And he's like, "Oh, I'm serious." Basically, starting out down there, I mean, you play local shows, you do anything you can, obviously, but a real big scene down there is like really, really heavy music, like
more metal,
grindcore, like just straight up two-step. A lot of bands like that, and I don't know. There's one big promoter down there, and they helped us out a lot by giving us our first couple big shows with touring bands and big packages. And ever since then, I mean, it's just you play with them, and you kind of just watch every single band that goes through, and you just learn a lot just by watching them. And then
because there's always hate. It's just, it sucks. The Valley's cool but at the same time it sucks because the scene is just like, they hate on everything.
I'll say it on camera. I don't like playing in our hometown.
I really don't enjoy it either, honestly. Like, we do have fans. I'm saying we do. But there's just other people like, dude, no, like that's not bad. That's not for me. Like, I don't know what they're doing.
Just straight up like playing shows and like getting shit thrown at you.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
But we're out here, we're doing what we can, we're making it. We're pretty much like on one of the known bands in the Valley to make it on a well-known label, pretty much down there. So we do have some respect, but other times there are people like, yeah, they're not gonna make it, or they're a fake, or they don't even deserve something like that. So it's just whatever to us. We're out here, we're doing what we love doing, and nobody's gonna stop us.